just have to work if you want to achieve something. It's just how it is.
Do 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 do.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Huh? Can I help you?
A miracle has happened, a miracle that must have been, due to its sheer glory, brought forth by Malthus himself. Timur Ardenfield has returned. Yes, you have heard right.
Hungry for vegetables.
The lost heir.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to...
Guess he would be up here then.
Walk blessed.
As I stood amidst the scene, before me nymphs of ancient times.
Keep walking.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
How the bosoms make me languish.
Yes?
Leave my poet's hearts in anguish. Whoa! Whoa! Away! Away! Away you go!
Well, I guess it could be at the museum too, right?
Yes?
Hello, warriors.
Is it important?
At the end of the day, ta-dum-dum.
Yeah. It's not as if I didn't tell you.
How's it going? We are level 24. Killed a dragon yesterday. And, yeah. Done a lot of side questing and exploring. So, been pretty much all over Farmer's Coast. Been all over, yeah. Went all over Western Cliff, found a damn place I can't get into, killed a dragon. Yeah, killing dragons are not hard as long as you have somewhere to just stand and hide from They just hide behind the pillar and snipe him. And yeah, but it's like killing dragons in Skyrim. They're not difficult either. The same tactics.
Noble citizens of Ark, lick your lips in untamed desire as the ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread.
Oi,
We all
You
go
there.
too easy on this.
Don't look at me like that. Looking for
Yeah, because I'm finding a lot of dungeons and places.
Huh? Can I help you? Walk blessed.
He no talk to Dur. He not bad. Talk to others.
Won't take long. You're here with the Blue Island Coalition, aren't you? I'm looking for your emissary.
Emissary. He talk about the jam? The jam not here. The jam other place.
stew, roast pork.
Perhaps Dul can remember, but he needs to help his memory. Dul's memory old and full of holes. Like cheese.
Yes, of course you'd say that.
No, he has done side quests. I've heard of something that can help with your memory problem. It's said to hurt though.
Oh, he wants fight. Dul knows fight. Show Dul what you made of.
Walk blessed, my son.
I even found the ones who does the glimmering dust, and I I killed everybody in there.
Fine, fine. He won. Dul wants no pain. The Sham went bathing in house with many waters.
I got really good armor from looting that guy.
He has what he came here for. Go now. Leave Dul alone.
I got like, well now I have a mix of armor on me. Because of the Settle North, but I got like the Ralaim armor. I got it from, what was it? It's this one. Glintwater Grevis. Exploring that one, and in the end I found the person who does the glimmer dust and killed him. Yeah, but now I have a mix of stuff because I'm using the Settle North because they do so much good for me as a rogue. But it's the ones that the guards have in the sewers, or Undercity, I mean. Sewers. It's the same gear as the guards in the Undercity has.
Yes? Yes?
Yep, I got the medium backpack. Got it. Got my little horse flute so I can summon my donkey whenever I want to. And a pretty nice dagger too. Yesterday. Shadow Stitch.
God bless it, my sir.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books.
Yeah, but it also has its faults though. The most annoying part is when crafting.
On rocks I stood amidst the sea. Before me nymphs. Ancient times.
Because you have no idea, if you're gonna craft gear, what the stats actually are. It's like a lottery, just you have to look it up and
Walk blessed. Has my sir come to indulge in the hot springs of the Larkses? Or is my sir simply looking for a place to forget about life's daily sorrows? In either case, he will be required to pay a toll of 57 pennies.
I'm looking for someone. His name is John, a Clean. Any chance he's around here somewhere?
Unfortunately, a man with such a name is not known to me.
Can I punch him?
I'll pay.
My dame, you should cover yourself with...
Let's talk downstairs, shall we? I want to indulge in these beautiful springs for as long as I can.
Sounds like a plan.
It does. Come on down. Really need that herbal essence for my hair.
Nice booty.
What is it? Are you coming?
Alright, why not?
So, I take it you're the welcoming party from the Sickle, am I right? I was told someone would contact me as soon as we landed, but for the past 2 days, no one has. I thought I might as well take a look around the city. Even though this city has certainly seen better days, at least according to the gossip.
Yeah, but you know, it takes a
Madness,
a
lost
long
ones in
time
the
to make
forests,
these things.
Crazed brigands. Phew.
So I said, does the Blue Island Coalition take the risk of sending a ship to Enderal with all that's going on?
I'm sure they have their reasons.
You've been waiting for 2 days?
I have. But I've been warned that this DeLorean is a... how shall I say... A complicated character. I'm important, and I'll let you feel just how important by letting you wait. But who cares? Once an idiot, always an idiot.
Why are you here? Why is this important business the Lord talk about?
Now, aren't you curious? But fine, why not? We want to buy an artifact from the sickle. An ancient and powerful one.
Okay. What kind of artifact?
One of unmatched value. 2 golden testicles from a vatir, each of them weighing 3 pounds.
Sigh.
Sorry, I just had to. Jokes aside, I would be a bad merchant if I went around gossiping with confidential information, wouldn't I? Don't take it personally.
Well, Lauren gave me a letter for you. Here.
Show me. Formal supper in the guild's house with DeLorean himself. Oh my, this is going to be an evening full of jesting and good humor. You can tell DeLorean I'll be there. Thanks for delivering the message.
Probably think she's Vatira incarnate.
My pleasure. Hopefully it won't be the last one.
Charming.
One more thing before you go. You're Enderal. I've heard that accent before, but I just can't put my finger on it. Where are you from?
Nerim. I've been here for long.
Of course, that was it. And how is it that a traveler like you is now running errands for the Golden Sickle?
Well, the sickle pays well.
Uh-huh. Anyway, good luck with whatever you do next. And if you're in the mood for it. Apparently there's a Chilean minstrel group in this city, and they perform in the tavern just next to the bathing house. I'll stay there for the time being, and I wouldn't mind a good chat.
For you, I could spare some time.
Now, aren't you subtle? Then walk blessed, as people here like to say.
Maybe we should put on some clothes, huh? That's all for now. Soon. Soonish. Let's see.
my friend. Certainly. Just take your time. Safe travel.
He's not the one who has it.
Yes?
I don't know if she has money yet.
Oh my, now who is this? I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! My wares it is you want to see. I promise you,
No.
they'll bring you glee.
Go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Huh? Can I help you?
Hear my words.
Huh? Can I help you?
Ahoy!
Many of you may have heard it already.
Vegetables, bread, fresh from the animals. Hungry for our
Well, I don't know, some years to go in there now.
Oh!
Yes? Yes?
I deliver your message to that emissary, Jam. She has accepted your invitation.
She? Oh, wonderful. That changes a lot.
What now?
Now you'll get your pay. Go talk to Penny Pouches. I will contact you if your services are needed once again, which will most likely be very soon.
I see. Farewell.
Farewell. There's one more thing. This Dijam. What's your take on her?
I will be cautious.
I will be. Thank you. Now go. You'll hear from me.
Yeah, I haven't thought about how they were gonna look yet. Guildmaster told me to get my pay from you.
Oh, of course. Your pay for having a chit-chat with that woman. Here, I think that is more than enough.
Thanks, what's next?
Well, are you the eager one? Does all that money whet your appetite? But no, not at the moment. Oh, hang on. You know a thing or two about beating up people, don't you?
Maybe.
There might be something.
What do you mean by that?
Landlord Boric recently complained about rats in his granary, and we agreed to send him a ratter. That would be a job for you, wouldn't it?
Why not? Where can I find this granary?
South from Borik's farm. You just have to...
Guildmaster DeLorean sent me. It's about this new protector. Do you know where he is?
I suppose you're talking about me?
Oh, of course, sorry. It's just... I didn't know what you looked like. Master DeLorean wishes to see you, my sir. At once, he said. It seemed to be something important.
Why? What's this about? The caravan?
Forgive me, my sir, but I don't know. Master DeLorean asked explicitly for the new protector.
Uh-huh. Then it seems someone else has to take care of the rats. Off you go. The Guildmaster doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Why is it a 3-star?
Greetings. Evening.
But it was... Yeah, I was around here because
God
of...
bless it, my sir.
I ran over here because that's what I thought it was gonna be. Is it? Oh, I don't have it marked, that's fine. Oh, so yeah, I should meet her first.
You just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves.
Go and socialize with the lady, huh?
Walk west.
Yes?
1,000 raindrops, red and small. Low. Fine vintage.
No, look at that. You came. Didn't think you would. So, what's your take on this contemporary sample of Chilean dancing?
Best wine in all of Enderal. Come, give it a try.
It's beautiful.
You think so? I've seen better, but she's not bad, that's true. Anyway, how about a sip of wine? Rounds are on me. Come, take a seat. So, before we move on to more pleasant topics, there is one thing I need to get off my chest first. I heard of the, paper chase you had to go through to find me.
You're talking about that sailor, right? He wanted a bribe from me.
I know. He's pulled that stunt on others before. He speaks perfect Enderal, by the way. That whole "I only stupid Chilean" thing is part of the act. In that sense, thanks for teaching him a lesson. It was overdue. But anyway, tell me, what brought you here? Just where exactly from Nerim are you from? I'm curious.
That's a long story. You sure you want to hear it?
That's why I asked.
Oh, many do it for learning experience.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know,
Some people do get
this
employed.
is precisely why I find it so interesting that so many people accuse us Chileans of being greedy or dishonorable.
Some it's a job.
I mean, just take a look around.
Practice.
Are the other nations of the civilized world really so much better? We've got Narum, which was recently split into 3 and devastated by 3 madmen. I don't need to tell you about that. Then there's Kira, with its fabled free thinking in universities. But every 2 weeks, there's a new attempt at revolution with at least 36 corpses. And don't get me started on Arctwind, Arazale, or this place. What I'm trying to say is, yes, there's poverty on the Blue Islands, on Killet, and yes, there are problems, but we are free. Neither Moralen nor the Elder Council tell us what to do, and no matter how dire the circumstances you're born into, life is what you make of it. So it's basically the opposite of this excuse for a country.
In other words, in Cali, anybody who tries hard enough can make their own fortune.
Anybody can become rich, famous, or, if they want to, live an eremite's life on the beach. As long as they can go through with it. Then sure, there are exceptions. But in my experience, those who never made it brought it on themselves.
Yeah, but you had to consider that if they didn't have the engine and all that stuff, which is what really takes the time, I wouldn't have been able to make this. Aware of the fact that I spent a big part of my life on the streets, right?
Then now you're here, working as a protector for one of the most influential merchant guilds of the civilized world. Because you wouldn't surrender to what other people tried to sell you as your fate. You know, I know what it means to have to fight for something. Unlike that snot DeLorean, I wasn't born with a bag of gold stuffed up my ass. But instead of wallowing in self-pity or listening to the priests talk about how everything gets better, I want to.
It is a bit of a shame they don't get something.
Responsibility for my own fate.
I mean, they should be able to, you know, do a split with Bethesda, so to say, that they get a small percentage of the sale, and Bethesda gets the rest. Or if they can sell it for a very, very low price. Yes, that's as a thank you. But I take it you weren't exactly born into a noble family.
If a dust-sniffing loser as a father and a clump-footed, half-witted brother qualify as not exactly noble, then yes.
What about your mother?
I don't want to talk about it.
Sounds tough.
It was.
You made it to an emissary for the Blue Island Coalition. You've certainly come a long way.
I have, and I'm only getting started. You should see them. All these losers who I grew up with.
It's also with, you know, this game with Sky Oblivion.
Instead of grabbing fate at its throat, they just went through their lives with their heads bowed and nodding at everyone.
So they did get the new remaster for free. All of them.
Anyway, let's not go further into this. I'd say we make a cut here, shall we? It's late and I should see how my crew is doing. It was a pleasure, Protector. Until next time.
Okay. Oh.
The best wine in all of Enderal. Come, give it a try.
But that's how it is. Life is...
In the shackles of lust, presented by the poets.
Hello.
It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
You're an outlander, aren't you?
And buy
I
fish.
can tell.
Only the best and fresh from the Red Sea.
Secrets? Fruits.
I have books,
Vegetables.
scrolls,
Bread.
potions,
Fresh from the
anything
oven.
for
Treat yourself.
Magic.
As I said, without samples, I just can't say, my sir. I am sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly.
You seem upset.
I don't think that's the right word for it. Rhodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him?
I'm afraid not sorry.
He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rhodus was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path.
You seem to know a lot about him. How's that?
As I said, his career was hard not to notice. He never let the sickle down, not once. He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep respect for tradition. There aren't many young people like that these days. I still remember when I granted him the Sickles badge, 4 winters ago. He was so proud. I know it was you that brought it back to the trading post. I think it would have meant a lot to him, knowing that it isn't rotting somewhere in the desert sands.
I'm sorry for your loss, but what did you call me?
Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development. Yes? We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses.
Well, it was, you know, a professional hitman who struck, so...
Traces of Chilean poison.
Well, the impossible those assassins, those petrified were the ones who ambushed the caravan. I saw it.
The petrified are sellswords, pathless and despicable people. But in the end, they are weapons, tools. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, who sent them?
Do you think the Blue Island Coalition has something to do with the ambush? That woman. Nellis.
You say that so lightly. I think it's about time you learn the whole truth about this cooperation between us and the Chileans. The reason the Blue Island Coalition is here is a bargain. Have you ever heard of the Green Scarabaeus, the idol of Morala?
I think so, it's a relic, isn't it? Talisman appearing crafted by a life-born Morala herself.
The goddess of Kile, yes. The Scarabaeus is made of a very rare gem that makes it one of the most valuable jewels in the civilized world. Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Chilean who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise, the founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself. And at that time, One of the richest men on Vin.
But now the Kalians are here, so does that mean the Golden Sickle owns this idol now?
Yes. I will spare you the details of how that came to be, but be assured that it was the result of hard and path-abiding work, something that is foreign to those dark-skinned cutthroats. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted us about 6 moons ago, shortly after the Chilean Civil War was over. They want to buy the idol from us.
What kind of sum of it? And you agreed. That is what Nilus is here for.
It is. To be honest, if circumstances were different, I would have never agreed. The fact that the Chileans, in all their greed, were forced to sell the symbol of their own goddess is almost an allegory for the way of living.
I'll probably
But
play
I
this
suppose
guy
you
Oblivion.
also know that our country, Enderal, has seen better times. And of course, all those unfortunate developments in the past years have affected the sickle too. And before you ask, it is not as if we have to fear for our existence.
I'd rather
But
give
there
them
are
the...
certain expenses we simply have to cover. In other words, we need the money.
Bethesda doesn't need more, you know, money or, well, it's not about money really, but, you know, exposure. And what those people are doing for many, many years. I'd rather play Sky Oblivion. Certain expenses?
Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The house of the apothecari? The pest house, as it is lovingly called. The sickle maintains it. And with the current economical situation, we might be forced to shut it down soon.
You support the facility in the Undercity, but what do you gain from that?
We do our duty. That the sickle respects the righteous path is not just some dull phrase. And from this day, this land shall be your new home, and the threads of which Enderal's future shall be woven rest in your hands. Book 12, verse 93. Being of righteous path also means taking responsibility for society as a whole.
But why help in the Undercity? Because of Rhodas?
Rhoda certainly helped me see the Undercity with different eyes, yes. But that's not all.
In other words, the reason you have made this deal with the Kalians is so you don't have to shut down the pest house.
Yes.
Hats off, that is generous. And I'm right to assume that this caravan carried scarabæus.
You are. It was foolish. But we thought a regular caravan would be less likely to draw attention. It was a mistake. I'm responsible for many good men and women that are now dead, including Rhodas. But be that as it may, we owe it to them to find the one who did this. And if the Blue Island Coalition really is behind it, then...
If the Kalians really are behind this, do you really think they would simply steal the idol and use Kalian poison? That would be way too obvious.
You're right, but we have to be sure.
So what are you planning on doing? The series said something about samples.
Correct. We have to reconstruct the poison, and that's why I need you. It's called Dural Van, and it's made of 3 substances: Netherland thistles, dust maggot stingers, and dawnflower extract. According to the apothecarius, the thistles can be found in Golden Forest, and the stingers anywhere in the Powder Desert. Dawnflowers don't grow in Enderal, so you might have to try your luck with one of the traveling merchants in Duneville. Here, this should cover your expenses. And you have my word. If you help the sickle in this matter, your reward will be generous.
You only gave me 150 pennies? Oh, right.
Then leave as soon as you can. Here's a list of the ingredients. This should be self-evident, but still. Not a single word to the Kalayans, understood? Rash accusations without any evidence to back it up could prove, disastrous. Good luck, Protector.
But this Rhodas.
What about him?
What exactly was your relationship with him?
My relationship? What do you mean by that?
I got the impression that this death really got to you. Was he some kind of substitute son for you?
Substitute son? By the righteous path, you say what is on your mind, I'll give you that. But truth be told, it's a welcome change from all those bootlickers who I usually deal with. Rhodas, he, You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, I see so many things going wrong. Hardly anyone still respects the righteous path, save for the usual verbiage.
He just doesn't want to answer my question, or what the hell?
They all believe they deserve a good life without having to work for it. When I grew up, it was different. Yes, I was born a sublime, but I grew up knowing that our entire life is a trial. Walking the righteous path, it is a struggle, and it requires effort and discipline. Rhodas saw that. He kept on going despite his fate. In a way, he was the living proof that virtue and true path abidingness are not tied to condition, so to speak. But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently, and he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price. Yes?
He's our boss. So. Well, currently. You never know, that might change though. Damn, now it's nighttime already. God damn. Or evening. Let's see. That's that. Where am I? Let's go to the city and see about another fight in the arena.
You're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
Let's do it like this first. So, I didn't want that one. I wanted that one. Is there a way to remove points, or is there any other way to get these other ones here? Because you had to pick one out of the three, you know? I had it. Because I wanted one thing, but the game, I don't know. 100% sure I had a mouse over the right one, but I picked the other one. See if
Move along.
Keep walking.
You've come at the right time. There's a fight soon, and you're the perfect candidate. 2 versus 1. Interested? The twins. 2 nasty, hairy beasts of men with even nastier axes. Yeah, I know the odds are against you, but what should I say? The crowd wants it, I deliver. What do you say?
2 versus 1, huh?
But judging by how you fought, I think you stand a chance. Still, it'll be dangerous. So, what do you say?
Yeah.
Bold words. All right, then go downstairs and warm up. I'll tell you when we're ready.
Mesdames and messieurs, a cordial welcome to the Dust Pit. You know who I am, I know who you are, and above all, I know why you are here today. Because you want to see a fight!
Let's see how this goes.
Today, 2 familiar faces will fight a rookie who you've already grown to love. The twins against the mysterious warrior only known as the Wanderer. It is a battle to the death, a battle about gold and blood. Now enough of the words. Time to give you what you've all been waiting for. Warriors, fight!
Because we just stopped. I can go down and finish it up. Clean up crew. Because immediately you have some interesting finisher.
What do you want?
My share? I fought in a 1 in case you didn't notice.
Ah, sure. Sorry. I was elsewhere. Here's your share.
Bloody vermin, all of them.
Rhetorics, why? Because of the Eterna?
Well deduced, detective.
What's it about? What does he want from you?
His shadow tribute, which my esteemed father, who rediscovered his juvenile spite in his last years, refuses to pay. Which, in return, means that the nice guy who just paid me a visit will send us some of Relata's goons to either set fire to our establishment, or send my father onto the Eternal Paths a couple of years earlier, if I don't think of something.
Maybe I can take care of that guy for you?
Oh, you have no idea how the wind blows down here, do you? Thanks for the offer, but no. Only an utter idiot would take on the Relata.
But I am an idiot, hello? No. About the shadow tribute.
Protection money. If you want to stay alive down here, you have to pay.
Any idea when the next fight will happen?
2 or 3 days, give or take. Oh, I know you'd love to jump right back in. But if we start doing battles every bloody minute, the crowd will lose interest. And money. Just swing by in a couple of days, alright? You'll get your fight.
Fine, see you then.
So long.
Move along.
Yeah, so this is the outfit I had except the mask on his face. This is the outfit that I got from that place before.
Bloody rats. Eating the last penny right out your pocket.
Oculus, my son, please. What will we do for your kindness?
I wonder if I talk to...
Some people just don't know their path.
Yeah, I'm only level 24. I'm gonna check something.
He has to.
Where is that place? Is it in the marketplace or is it here? Oh, yeah, I think it's in. See if I have anything to sell to this guy.
What? Well, yeah. Let me put it this way. If borrowed items, I'm not sure what you mean.
What the heck? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna leave it.
Safe travels.
Oh man, he didn't have any money. It's been ages since I talked to him.
Foreigners.
Trying to think what I should be doing. I need to figure out a way to. Oops, that was not what I was going to do. Let's go this way. We have to figure out a way how to kill that stupid blind miner. Because right now he doesn't take any damage, and in the book that you read, it tells you that you need to get a specific totem, and you get it from. You have to talk to the fossaries to get like a totem, and then you need to do some craft a totem or something. So he can take damage. I wonder if I need to go there then. No, it says a totem. If I remember it correct, what I read. But I don't know who it is I need to talk to for getting like the idea or help. Making it.
Walk blessed.
This is place.
Can't you tell? Though it's a bit
Yeah,
hard to heal without.
Now you pay.
Donations.
Golden sickle.
Yes. Say what you want. My thought. They don't. The ill cannot work. And who cannot work?
Yeah, so I had that discussion with him, but I need something about, you know.
What? What? Who? What?
What? Who are you? What? Who are you? What? I just don't know who I'm supposed to talk to get. May not be somebody in this place either, though. Yeah, it's late. Everybody's asleep. It's kind of funny when you can pull that blind miner brought him back to the guards and stuff like that, but you know, nothing happens because they can't damage the miner, and the miner didn't do much damage to them, so. That's my little home in this place.
Hello.
The old waterworks.
Monsieur.
They just sit on their ass. Things settle. Idiots.
So let's see. I can go and deliver those 4 eggs. Then we go over to Borg's farm and see what's going on there, and then we do the main story. We go meet Lashiri. Plus everything else requires me to go to higher level zones.
Some things never change.
What? Let's.
I put in more money in the bank too, so getting more interest.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time.
I think I have like over 8,000 in the bank, and I got like 13k on my character. So
Yeah. Well, that's just how it is.
To live with it.
Monsieur?
You again. Thanks again for your help. How's Welwyn doing?
yeah, and I have all the books I need to upgrade my alchemy all the way. Or I have a lot of books for the alchemy. I got free lockpicking points for free and as a quest reward yesterday. That was nice. I could pick between handicrafts and lockpicking. Is that quest that you didn't pick up? That I told you about the guy who you need to where to talk to him. You get 3 points into crafting as a reward in the end. Here's my lovely steed. You can rename this mount whatever you want. Yeah, but that quest isn't in the Undercity. It's I told you about that. As soon as you enter this gate here, you go to the right, and he is in there. Well, I've been all over Farmer's Coast, almost, I think. Yeah, I haven't been up here yet. And I haven't been down this road. I've been all over here, Western Cliffs. I've been with the dragon. I've been all the way here. Been in here. But there's a big house here with a massive fence that I can't climb over the invisible walls. And you need something to put inside these. I think it was falcon heads or something like that. I think you had to put something in them. You be able to open a gate to get into this place. Been a lot on Heartland. Went in a little into Whisperwood, which was a higher level. Yeah, I haven't done that, but yeah, I'm gonna do deliver these. Oh wait, I have to right back. I'm gonna deliver 4 eggs. Go over there, Borg's farm. Then I'm going there. There's so many side or other quests in this game. And places to explore. On the map, if I see like, you know, a cave or something else popping up, I always go to for it.
Well, don't you? I need some advice.
I found some leaf gull eggs here.
Perfect. Here, take this as a token of his thanks. However, he still needs more.
Yeah, I
Come back
know,
once
buddy.
you've found them.
Yes?
I'm yawn, man. It makes me yawn every time when I yawn in game. Ugh. Yeah, I had to yawn in the end. The best thing with these towers, mirror towers, is that they always have a chest. You know, the storage chest. So I roam around the area, run to the chest, dump off things, and just continue exploring the area. Yeah, so I had to... Yeah, I couldn't fight them with my melee weapon, so I had to go ranged with that one. Well, ranged... Well, mages I can deal with if I go melee, but... But then I was in, you know, up here, which is a golden forest, which is a higher level area. This place were all 3 mages, then there's a house up here that had also 3 mages. But if I can get into melee range on them, yeah, and they're usually dead. Hmm. Dark Valley. Yeah, Whisperwood is a weird place too, though. It has like weird colors and floating things in the air and stuff. I was in all the way to Crosswatch and up to this ritual site. So that was it, son. We both died. Oh well, no, I didn't have to. But I tried both options yesterday just to see what happened. Well, the other option, if you kill her, but then you have to kill him too, which is a little bit. I went with that choice instead. Okay. Let's see, we will go. Yep, go and do the. Let's see, we can go and get that mirrored tower, so we have that flight point, and then we go and meet Lashir. Yeah. Needy, big and fluffy.
Good morning, my sir.
Good morning. Yeah, so this is what I like with these places. They always have, you know, your secure chests where you can store stuff, so. What the? I was wondering what the heck I stepped on. Okay. Yeah, as we get into the cave. Can't go in there right now because I need a key. But yeah, this is the main story quest, yes. Bum, bum, dum, dum.
Shit! Get away from there! Now! By the prophet's ass! 1 second later and I would have been scraping your remains off the floor. What in blazes are you doing here anyway?
I was sent a mage named Constantine. Are you Lashiri?
Lashiri? Oh my. The fellow really isn't one for names, is he? I'm Lashari, but never mind that. At least it proves you're not lying. Anyhow, I hope you're not the backup I asked for. I was hoping for someone more, impressive. No offense.
No, Constantine said that you could perform some kind of ritual on me to help me control my magic.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. You have some uncontrolled magic inside you. And quite a lot of uncontrolled magic. Not bad. I've never felt anything like this before. Very well. If Constantine insists, I will perform the ritual on you. But it'll have to wait, since I'm up to my neck in this shit, as you've probably noticed. Short version or long version? Which do you prefer?
The more I know, the better. Tell me the long one.
Fine. I suppose you already know that that is me, my assistant, 2 arcanists, and 4 keepers, are here to do research on, well, on something, which is exactly what we've done these past weeks. But as I went upstairs to get something a couple hours ago, I suddenly heard screaming and the clanging of metal coming from downstairs. As I looked for cover, I saw these 2 shapes in red robes vanishing into the lower parts of the ruin. I have no idea who they are or why they're here, but to me, they look like mercenaries. Anyway, fact is, my esteemed Enderalian colleagues and my assistant are still down there, together with our research, and I want them back. And before you ask, yes, you can help me. You'll have to, actually, if you want me to tame your magic. I wouldn't have a chance fighting the mercenaries by myself, but the 2 of us might be able to do it, provided you can defend yourself, which I'm quite sure you can. What do you say? Are you ready?
Maybe. Just a second here. I ask him to think of. Why is Oh, that's okay. Save that change before. Exactly how many mercenaries are we talking about?
No idea. But I don't think there are more than a dozen. Also, they don't anticipate any resistance, which is to our advantage.
What exactly this research you've been doing here?
Oh, that's hard to explain. But part of it is finding the answer to the universal question. Why do some people have the nerve to ask irrelevant questions when shit is going down around them? After we've cleaned up the mess, we can do this whole, who are you and what are you doing here thing if you want to. But this really isn't the time.
Right, let's go.
Fine, then follow me. And keep your weapons ready. I think I just heard footsteps down there. Hang on. What's this? By the prophet's ass. I don't believe it.
What?
They're orders. My assistant, Sev. It seems he's the reason these fuckers managed to take us by surprise.
Yeah, my sympathy.
Save it for Sev when I shove this staff up his ass and fire a thunderbolt.
Hmm. Maestra Yaela, I do understand your skepticism, but we are on the right track. This Garag mage, you know, this is not meant to relativize her questionable worldview. There's found undeniable coherences between these Dilgar stones and the Grandmaster's theories. Should she be right, she could be our only chance to get something like magical protection. On that note, Grandmaster Arentil knows what he's doing. Loath as I am to admit it, his son's mages have been nothing but helpful thus far. Marat. Okay, you know what? Loot is priority.
Shit, can you smell that? That's fire. So, these guys really are trying to destroy our research. We have to do something. You're adept at magic, right? Take this spell and use it to put out the fires. If I'm right, the mercenaries are trying to destroy the stone fragments, and we have to stop them. You take the lower part of the ruin. Try to save as many stones as you can. I'll take the upper part. And when it's all done, we'll meet here again. Oh, and one more thing. If you should find my assistant Sev down there, try to take him alive and bring him to me. I want to take care of him myself. Okay? Then let's get going.
No. No. Oops.
For this, I swear.
Damn, that was close. Burn this, I swear.
Ah. Too busy looting.
White, sour red. No. Oh shit.
What the heck, man? It was that bullshit. Okay, he had some damn... God damn it. Load. The leader had some damaging. You too. I want that one instead of this other shovel I have. Yeah, that one, man. That sometimes feels like it's the expert lockpicking level.
Well, I'll be damned. That's what I call good timing. I take it you were successful? What about the fragments? Did you save them?
Some of them, yes.
Well, I guess that'll have to do. Thanks. What about Sev? Did you find him?
I did, yes. What about Sev?
Fuck. That little shit. I was hoping I could make him tell us who's behind all this. Well, whatever. No use crying over spilt milk, I guess. What's your name, anyway? Amidst all this, we didn't have time for formalities.
Chip, pleased to meet you.
You're pleased? Well, that's good to hear. I actually had the feeling that I was a little rough on you. Sorry for that, really. Sometimes I just have a short fuse. Anyway, let's talk about the reason you're here. For starters, tell me how you managed to get the old ranter to trust you. That doesn't happen very often.
Long story, tell me something about the visions, the temple, and the fever.
I've got time.
5 hours later.
Uh-huh. So, you're saying that you learned all this, the magic, the swordplay, in such a short time? That's fascinating, to say the least. And these visions, if I understand correctly, you foresaw the death of the 2 apothecary?
Yes, and I know how crazy all of this sounds.
It does indeed. But hey, who am I to judge? Here you are, the mysterious stranger who appeared out of thin air and, without much fuss, took out an entire group of sellswords. And even better, now you tell me that these skills come from studying magic for only a couple of weeks, and that you can see the future. You certainly are full of shit.
Beg your pardon?
Not you, sorry. I mean, I just had a strange thought. But no, that would be crazy. Way too unlikely.
Well, unlikely isn't a stranger these days. What do you mean?
Well, I'd like to speak freely, but I'm bound to my agreement with the Holy Order. However, I will tell Constantine and old Oranthiel about my theory. And you will probably have to be patient until the latter decides to put you in the picture. Sorry. But if my idea is correct, then we'll be in a position to really kick ass. Anyway, hold still for a moment. Ready? All right, let's do this. Don't worry, it'll just tickle a bit.
You seem saying fuck a lot. I mean.
Are you all right? That wasn't on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Really.
Next time you want to take my balls, let me know, okay? How about a little warning next time?
Sorry, as I said, I didn't mean to do that. I have no idea what just happened. The ritual isn't exactly harmless, but normally you shouldn't feel more than a weak tickle at most, regardless of how it goes down. But, maybe this has something to do with the strangeness of your aura. I already said this, but it's so different.
Not the first one to tell me that. What exactly do you mean?
It's hard to explain. Somehow complex and cold, maybe. But hey, I'm probably just out of practice. It worked, and that's what matters. Your fever will now settle down to an endurable level, and maybe even vanish if you're careful. And now I suggest you return to Constantine. I will get the stones to safety in the meantime. You need anything else? If not, see you later. We're going to meet again. I can feel it.
What are these stone fragments good for? You didn't tell me yet.
Well, put simply, they're supposed to protect us. But old Oranthiel will tell you more about it later.
Alright then. You're in.
Take care.
Can like heal me up after that? So And I want to explore this part of Heartland back here now. Then we can just teleport to the Sun Temple. Let's just go and ditch all this stuff that we found. An orange link. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Oof. That's so nice. Yeah, so pitch. Now comes the question, how are we gonna go around about this? We'll go this way. Coming. Nails. I want the nails. I don't care about the hammer. Yeah.
Wait. Someone's there.
Freaking troll. The heck, man? Run them more, but I also need iron ore. We can make steel. Didn't see using so much. Mage down, yeah! Yeah. Down with mages, right? Warriors? Popping up at a point. Where did that troll come from? It's been on a long tour. Damage and plate. More. Okay, that place.